Yo, what's hoodie? Alright, I gotta kind of be able to be ready to make these videos at any given moment when inspiration comes. And that shit's frustrating, man, because it's stressful. It's like, sometimes you're motivated to make a video and you don't, and it doesn't happen. And then sometimes you try to make a video and you ain't got shit to say. Man, that's how I feel about music. That's how I feel about all kinds of things. And I get into these long creative blocks where I'm just like, man, it's like stressful to think about how I have to work when I'm motivated or when I'm inspired. Anyway, I was thinking about normies and how they want life to be a competition. NPCs, normies, they want life to be a competition and they want to win. That's life to them. That's what they get up for. That's why they go to, that's like what they think about when they're brushing their teeth in the mirror. They want life to be a competition and they want to beat you. And they want you to be miserable about it. It's a sick, twisted way to think, man. And then, sometimes they get evidence that there's people who aren't like that. There's people out there who just want to be fucking happy and they want the best for everybody and they're full of peace. They're full of peace and just contentment and creativity. Ultimately it's the empaths who have this room for creativity because all these fucking narcs can think about is dominating people. All they can think about is winning. And somebody probably incepted this in them. They already have this weird wicked genetic disposition, but somebody kicked their ass or something when they were a kid and they just had a Darth Vader moment, man. They just had this fucking Darth Vader moment. Somebody kicked over their fucking sandcastle and laughed in their face, ha ha ha, fuck your sandcastle, you're stupid. And then they just stared at a corner, they went into the changing room off of the beach and then they just stared at themselves in the mirror when they were 9, and they just decided that they fucking hated people and that they just want to dominate people, and it's all on an unconscious level. And there's so many people like this everywhere, dude. Just ha ha ha, I won and you lost. And that's what they live for. I don't even really know what I'm about anymore because everything in my life blew up in my fucking face, but I know that I didn't just want to laugh at people's expense, man. I know that I didn't just want to feel like I'm better than people, or I just wanted to have good things, bro. The scary thing is that I think there was a time in my life where I was starting to get sucked into this fucking narcissist way of thinking. It's like trauma bonding, bro. And it's weird because I've been learning about this kind of stuff, talking to the homies about it, trauma, mind control type of things. And I feel very disconnected from it when I'm learning about it. It's like some alien thing that my intellectual friends are telling me about, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I went through this when I was a kid. I went through these toxic fucking social groups where people are trauma bonded to each other, man, and there's a small handful of narcissists who engineer the entire fucking thing and they run the entire thing. It's so fucking sickening, bro. The low status people in the group are trauma bonded to their fucking narc handlers who are the highest status people in the group. It's fucking disgusting, man. It's this weird social currency, and the narcs who run the shit are the fucking bankers. They're the weird Rothschild banker class that micromanages the entire social structure, dude. And it's just fucking walk away, bros. Breaking down the trauma bonding social structure that's ruled over by the narcs of these weird Lord of the Flies type social groups. Remember, this is a concept I've been talking about a lot. Lord of the Flies, running around in the woods with kids, no fucking supervision, no coaches saying, hey, Tommy, don't fucking treat them like that. No coaches, no rules. The validation isn't managed by an authority figure. It's hey, you did a good job, Tommy. You won us the fucking game. You hit the ball out of the park. It's your big day. You get to feel good. Not like, you know, it's not decided by fucking like future heroin addict 16-year-olds. Like, you're a fucking loser, dude, because you got an A on the test. High five. Let's beat up the fucking nerd loser. This isn't something that happened, but just hypothetically, you know, you get an A on a test and all your friends are fucking knuckle draggers. So they like traumatize you. They like beat the shit out of you for half an hour. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm just making shit up at this point, but people fucking pissed me off, dude. I'm really pissed off, and you have to kind of like remember some of the peace that you've attained while you were sedated. But I don't want to be sedated anymore, man. And I've said it so many times on my live streams, like I've been off of weed for like 10 months at a time, a couple of times. But, you know, just with everything that happened, those last few months in Vegas, moving to, you know, back home, and just how everything's been, bro. I did have one period where I was off of weed for like 2 weeks here, but I was never able to shake it. And it was about a year ago. It was a little bit over a year ago last time I tried. And I think we're gonna do it this time, boys. I think we're gonna do it, but I got some serious anger, man. I'm not who I used to be in high school. I'm not. It's not that I'm like I'm fucking tougher than everybody, but I'm a lot tougher than I used to be, dude. I'm a lot tougher than I used to be, bro. And it's just about self-respect. It's just about self-respect, man. I'm remembering all those times when I didn't have boundaries, and I'm remembering how people would just openly disrespect me, and I'm upset. Well, I'm not upset, but when I start not being high, when I start trying to kick weed, it just all comes to the surface, man. It just all comes to the surface. I'm fucking pissed. Anyway, I'm probably gonna cut most of this out. God bless.